I'm the Director of Planning for the City of Waxahachie.
My job title is that I'm a designer of buildings.
I chose this career path because I like to see the larger picture of things instead of the micro details of the city.
The reason I chose this career path is both my grandfather and my father have done this, so I wanted to follow in their footsteps.
I got my bachelor's at Texas State and I obtained my master's at UTA.
The college that I went to was Navarro College. It's a great school and I got my associates there. I suggest a lot of students that do want to do architecture to go there just to get their associates, because really what you do is you study under a PE to get your degree.
I had to take an arduous exam that tested me on a variety of topics related to planning to become a member of American Institute of Certified Planners.
One of the processes to get your PE is that you have to study for 3 years under the PE. After that, you have to go in front of a board and present your evidence that you've done that. Then take a certification test and you'll have your professional engineering license. You also get a really cool stamp that goes with it.
I work for the City of Waxahachie. The benefits of the job are health insurance, retirement, with an average salary of around $80,000 a year.
Okay, so my job salary for being an architect is $250,000 a year. And one of the benefits is that I get 3 weeks of vacation per year.
My job requires me to coordinate all development within the city and any extraterritorial jurisdictions.
Some of the primary duties for being an architect is one, designing the buildings, and 2, interacting with the clients that I get.
Glad you asked me that. My favorite part of the job is to work to make the city a better place for all citizens.
Okay, one of my favorite parts of the job is interacting with the clients. I get to help them design their buildings and, pretty much make their dream house, and in that terms it makes me happy to do my job. I actually had a classmate of yours from Miss Moon's class call me and ask us the same question. And the way I answered is that my clients and my coworkers describe me as a hard worker and a good designer.
I think every aspiring student should consider a career in this field because it's an ever-changing and a very challenging career. But the best advice I could give is don't give up. If you're passionate about it, persevere through it. It will have its tough times, but it's rewarding in the end. What I hope to accomplish is to make the city a better place for the children.
Today in Waxahachie, Texas, a park is planning to be built. We will be showing you what the architects and the urban planners' point of view of where, how, and why this park should be built.
Okay, the city has hired you and me to find a location and build a park in which is a high traffic area so that it gets used often enough to be worth it.
Alright, sounds good.
So I think we should build a park on this location, which is previously a park and was zoned as one, so I think it's the perfect location to put it.
Alright, that seems like a good idea. The land is flat and there's a lot of greenery around it. There isn't much wind either if we don't cut out this line of trees right here.
One problem with the location is that the water for our water system comes from the lake nearby there, so we need to find a way to keep it from being filled with trash by visitors.
Well, if we leave this tree line right here, it will keep the winds from blowing trash into the lake nearby.
Okay. What are some of the key features you're putting in this park to optimize space?
I definitely want an amphitheater to use up the space in the back. And then we're going to put a walking and biking path that wraps around the lakes with multiple stops in between.
Of course.
Definitely put a jungle gym for the kids and some benches for the adults so they can watch and make sure that the kids are safe. And just a few water fountains and lamps around it, just so kids can have a way to drink and there's light at night. Will it be easy to get plumbing and electricity in the park area?
Sure. I'll hire the electrical engineer and the plumber and see what needs to be done.
Okay. Great.
The park should bring a nicer look to the surrounding area and possibly raise value to the property around it. Hopefully it'll bring more people to the city of Waxahachie.